Hey everyone, what's up? For today's makeup look, I wanted to do kind of like an emerald eye, and that's all. Let's begin. Starting off with skin, I do have some of the MILANI Rose face oil, but I do want to go in with the E.L.F putty primer just on my nose. Okay, I kind of accidentally took a lot, so I'm gonna bring that on to the cheeks. For foundation, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Coverage in the shade Fair. Moving on to concealer, I'm taking the one from Makeup Revolution in the shade C7. I always feel bad because my base makeup is so repetitive and most of it is really just me like sitting here for 5 minutes just pouncing the sponge onto my face. So that's why I like never talk through them, because I'm just like, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm literally just blending this stuff out. Now for some powder, this is the Beauty Bakerie flour powder. I mainly just use the powder that gets left in the cap, and I make sure to get that product all up in the bristles. For some bronzer, I'm using the one from Wet n Wild in the shade Ticket to Brazil. And this one does have a bit of a sheen to it, so it's just going to give like an overall healthy glow to the skin. Then for some highlight, I'm using the Super Shock Cheek from ColourPop in the shade Lunch Money. So I'm just taking that down the bridge of my nose, on the tip of it, and on my cheekbones. That's a really pretty highlight. I should use this more. This has lasted me like years also. It's probably expired. For blush, I do want something matte because we have so much glow happening. So I'm taking the one from Wet n Wild in the shade Keep It Peachy. Alright, we have the skin. It's done. It's glowy. Now for the eyes. I'm going to begin by prepping my eyelids with an E.L.F eye primer. I'm going to use the same blush that I placed on my face and run this in the crease. Now I'm going to go into the Makeup Revolution Forever Dynamic Everlasting palette and take the teal shade. I'm going to begin by packing this on the lid. Now I'm going to start to smooth out the edges of the teal. Oh, I think I forgot to mention, I also did my brows. My bad. Go back in and pack on more color because I did lose quite a bit of pigment. I'm not a big fan of this brown in the palette. However, I do feel like I need just something, just a little bit to make this transition a bit more seamless. With the lightest hand, I'm just adding that brown where those two initial colors meet. Then for the lower lash line, I'm gonna run the teal color along the outer corner. And I'm not like smoking that out, I'm just keeping it right along the lash line. Let's take the shimmery olive and add that right next to it. For the inner corner, I'm taking the shimmery teal. Alright, and then I'm gonna add a brown liner. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my lashes and then we can come back and do the lips. All right, I put my lashes on. So I'm taking the E.L.F. Retro Paradise Lip Liner in Nude 2. And then I'm taking the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in Peanut Brittle. Ooh, I like how that looks. I think I have used this combo in a different video. Or maybe it was like a different lip liner, I don't know, but... And here is the final makeup look. I am actually very surprised with how this turned out because I've used the palette before and I never really had an issue with the shimmers, but with the mattes, it was one of those formulas where as soon as you go to blend it out, it loses all the pigment. And every time I would try to go back over with more shadow, it would just get super patchy. But today, that didn't really happen. Like, I did experience the issue of blending and losing the actual pigment, but as soon as I went back over with more, it just so happened to work. I don't really know why that is. But yeah, overall, I am pretty pleased with this look. So I hope you guys are too. This is all for me today. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I'm crying. I swear I'm fine. It's just been such an early morning. Oh my god, this like cups your nose perfectly. Okay. Sorry. I'm just tired. Why does it look like I'm wearing a wig right now? The hardest thing to do because I'm trying to get that outro in one take and just stare directly at the camera and I get uncomfortable. I'm like, oh.